Hello students, so I am back with class 12th chapter from Vista's 5th chapter, Should Wizard Hit Mommy? This is second video in continuation. In the first video, I talked about the basic tale, which is one of the important questions, 2 markers especially. So learn this basic tale thoroughly. There are many twists and turns in this present story, but still the basic tale is same. And this is what father does on everyday basis, that he tells the same story but he makes certain changes, especially the creature is changed though the name remains the same. So in this present first video we have already done this much, where the father has started telling the story about Roger Skunk, and Roger Skunk who smells very bad, that's why he has no company, no friend. And Jo here, she's just 4-year-old girl, she feels very bad for Roger Skunk, and her face expressions tell the story, means how she feels. And now we start from page number 49, third last line. Here, when father tells that all the other creatures run away because of the bad smell, this girl knows the next step, that whenever the creature is having some problem, the next step is that the creature would go to Owl for the solution of the problem. That's why what she said, won't he see the owl? Because now she's in a hurry. She doesn't want to elaborate, or she doesn't want to stick over there or stay over there where the creature is having bad smell. Roger Skunk is having bad smell. So that's why maybe she just wants to jump to the next level of the story, where this Roger Skunk would be going for the solution to the owl. That's why she says, won't he see the owl? She asked in a high and faintly ruffled voice. Sitting on the bed beside her, Jack felt the covers tug. Covers here means that bedsheet, okay. Covers tug as her legs switched tensely. Actually, she was lying, but she felt very tensed because of what father told about Roger Skunk. Okay, so she felt tensed, and that's why this movement of the legs, father, because he was sitting on the same bed, that's why he could sense those movements of the legs. Okay, that movements also told that the girl is really very tensed. He was pleased with this moment. He was telling her something true. But he was not tensed to see daughter tensed. Rather, he was very happy. He was happy because he thought that he is actually now talking about the facts of life. Maybe he's talking about the philosophy of life. This is what life is, that sometimes you face these situations. So maybe in a way he was thinking that he's teaching her daughter, daughter something very new. Okay, or maybe he is teaching her a kind of, we can say, a moral lesson, which says that one can be sometime left alone, but even then one should not lose heart. That's why he was feeling good that he is able to, tell something to the daughter. He was telling her something true, something she must know, and had no wish to hurry on. That's why he was not in a mood to hurry on. He wanted that she should, get to know all these realities of life. But downstairs, a chair scrapped, and he realized he must get down to help Claire paint the living room woodwork. But suddenly, he heard the sounds coming from the place where his wife Claire was actually doing paint work, and actually he was also supposed to go over there to help her. And suddenly he realized, no, he cannot stay here for long. He is to finish the story at the earliest. So he then continued. Well, he walked along very sadly and came to a very big tree. and in a tip top of the tree was an enormous wise old owl. So he said, yes, you are right. Now because of the problem, he goes to the owl. Enormous means very big, wise old owl. Good. Now Joe is happy that yes, good. Next step, that this Roger Skunk would get the solution of bad smell. Mr. Owl, Roger Skunk said, all the other little animals run away from me because I smell so bad. So you do. Owl said, yes, this is true. Even I can see, yes, you smell very bad. The owl said, very, very bad. What can I do? Roger Skunk said, and he cried very hard. The wizard. Now Roger Skunk maybe told about this problem when he was narrating the whole problem. Maybe he started crying. And again, this girl, she wants the next step. Because she knows it very well that in the story now the owl would direct him to go to next step, that is to visit. Okay, because he is not having the solution. So that's why now she wants that the father should jump to the next step. So that's why she said, the wizard. Joe shouted and sat right up, and a little golden book spilled from the bed. So in excitement, she was otherwise lying, but in excitement she sat down. And in this commotion on excitement, a book also fell down. Now Joe, daddy is telling the story. Do you want to tell daddy the story? And father said, no, this is not the way. You cannot sit like this. And don't, teach me what I should now tell next. Do you want to tell the story? Then you continue. Otherwise, let your daddy tell the story. Your daddy is telling the story. Okay. Now, he asked, do you want to tell daddy the story? Means, you want to tell the story. And she said, no, me. She said, no, you only tell the story. Then lie down and be sleepy. Then he said, okay, then you cannot sit like this. Lie down. Then only I will continue. Her head relapsed onto the pillow and she said, out of your head. She said, okay, now you continue. Okay, you tell the story. Well, now father again starts. Well, the owl thought and thought. At last he said, why don't you go see the wizard? Okay, daddy, what? Then again daughter interrupted. Though she wanted that daddy should jump to the next point, and daddy naturally started. When he said yes, he went to wizard. But again, daughter is having some question. She said, daddy, what? Are magic spells real? Because now daddy is talking about wizard. Wizard means magician. And that's why suddenly this question comes to her mind. She asked, are magic spells real? This was a new phase. Just this last month, a reality phase. Now, once again, father realized that yes, this is again a new phase in daughter. This is a new change in daughter where the daughter is always now putting more and more questions. She is using her reasoning. Okay, she wants to get answer for each and everything before accepting it. Okay, and maybe for the last few days, he had noticed this change in her. This was a new phase just this last month, a reality phase. When he told her, spiders eat bugs, she turned to her mother and asked, do they really? Now, you remember this incident that when one day he told that spiders eat bugs. She did not accept this. For confirmation that is it so, she went to first of all to mother. And when mother confirmed it, then only she accepted. And in the same way, and when Claire told her God was in the sky and all around them, she turned to her father and insisted with a sly yet eager smile, is it really? In the same way, when Sunday mother told that God lives in the sky and God is all around us, she did not accept it. She first of all went to father, get confirmation, then only accepted. So this thing he had already noticed, that now she is no more a child who would be accepting everything. And that's why suddenly, though for the last 2 years, he was telling this same basic tale, and today only she asked this question that is it so? Okay, is it that magic spells are real? No, father answered. They are real in stories. Jack answered curtly. Now Jack also, in a very diplomatic way, he answered it. Means curtly means when you do not answer very straight way, in a straight way. Actually here father doesn't want to give wrong answer. He doesn't want to say magics are real. Okay, and he doesn't want to say magics are not real. Because if not real, maybe again some more questions she will be having regarding this story. But if he says magics are real, again maybe he would be giving wrong information. So that's why very smartly what he said, they are real in stories. Jack answered curtly. She had made him miss a beat in the narrative. And now maybe he had missed that beat also, because otherwise he was also enjoying telling the story. Then again he started. The owl said, go through the dark woods, under the apple trees, into the swamp, over the creek. Now, maybe this was the detail he was everyday giving. This is how the creature would be going from owl to the wizard. Okay. So again he gave the description, and suddenly one more question came to her mind. What's a creek? Okay. A little river. He gave the answer, but he doesn't want to now stop here. That's why he continued with the story. Over the creek, and there will be the wizard's house. And that's the way Roger Skunk went. And pretty soon he came to a little white house, and he rapped on the door. Rapping is knocking on the door, knocking at the door. Okay, so he rapped on the door. Jack rapped on the windowsill and under the covers. Here covers means bed covers. Now when he told this part that he reached to wizard's home and he knocked at the door. So this father here, he also knocked at the window just to create more effect to the story. Okay, and the under the covers means bed covers. Joe's tall figure clenched in an infantile thrill. Infantile means naturally she was really very thrilled. Infantile is very childlike thrilling. Though somewhere she was showing that she is now mature child, but still she is a child only. She's just 4-year-old. When father said yes, he reached to this house, wizard's house, she is now very thrilled. And again, the body movements, okay, shows that yes, she is really very thrilled. And then a tiny little old man came out with a long white beard and a pointed blue hat and said, "Hey, what's this? What you want? You smell awful." Now this English is actually deliberately written this way because maybe you should realize that this is not coming through a very learned person. This is wizard, a magician, and this is magician's language. Okay, that's it. Now this magician opened the door. He said, "Yes, who is there? What do you want?" And said, "Aye, okay, you smell awful." The wizard's voice was one of Jack's own favorite effects. So here he would be, when talking about, he would be now, when this father would reach to this part of the story where wizard is talking to the creature, he would be giving a special effect. Okay, as if the daughter should, go to the imagination that as if this wizard is talking in front of her. So father would be enacting that. And this was father's favorite portion in the story. Okay, own favorite effects. He did it by scrunching up his face and somehow winning through his eyes, which felt for the interval roomy. Okay, here interval roomy means when the voice becomes very shaky. He would be deliberately doing this, okay, making the voice very shaky and trying to speak as if some old magician is talking. Okay, he would be giving this effect just to make the story more interesting. He felt being an old man suited him. He always felt that maybe he's really very good actor and his acting for this old magician is really, really very good. "I know it," Roger Skunk said. Actually, here he told that this Roger Skunk, he goes to wizard's house, he knocks at the door and the wizard opens the door. He says, "Who's there? What do you want? Oh my God, this is very bad smell." And Roger Skunk said, "I know it, that I have bad smell. And all the little animals run away from me." He says, "That's why all the animals run away." The enormous wise owl said, "You could help me." "Ah, well, maybe. Come on in. Don't get too close." He said, "Okay, you come in, but please stay away from me." Now, inside Joe, there were all these magic things, all jumbled together in a big dusty heap. because the wizard did not have any cleaning lady. Why? Why? Because he was a wizard and a very old man. That's why everything is scattered. Will he die? And suddenly, one more question. That because this wizard is very old, that's why this question came, will he die? No, wizards don't die. Well, again he continued. Well, he rummaged around, means searched around, and found an old stick called a magic wand and asked Roger Skunk what he wanted to smell like. Roger thought and said roses. And then he asked, okay, this smell is very bad. Now you just tell me what kind of smell you want. What smell you want? And Roger, he thought and then ultimately he said roses. Very okay. Yes, good. Joe said smugly. Even Joe is also very happy. She says, yeah, really, very good answer. Okay, very good choice. Roses smell. Jack fixed her with a trance-like gaze and chanted in the wizard's elderly, irritable voice. Okay, so these magic spell. Okay, these words he said. Arbacadabre, Hocus Poo, Roger Skunk, how do you do? Roses, bosses, pull an ear, Roger Skunk, you never fear. Bingo. So, ultimately, this spell worked. He paused as a rapt expression widened out from his daughter's nostril. And suddenly here he stopped. Okay, why? Because I think we should stop here. This is enough for the second video. In the third video, we will complete this chapter. Okay, we will finish the rest of the part. Now, 2 videos are with you, and I hope you are understanding it. Prepare it thoroughly because this is one of the important chapters. Thank you.